Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ascend to Joy with Christine Elwert, and welcome to a Revolution of Love. So, last time that I spoke, we were talking about codependency and how important it is that we have equal energy exchange in our relationships. So today we're going to talk about something different but related, and that's about discernment and about decision making, which is absolutely vital in this revolution of love. So I want to start with some personal information. Yesterday I was sick. I had flu-like symptoms. I had flu-like symptoms, I believe, because I had my second vaccination for COVID. And let me say right now, this video is not about convincing you for or against getting vaccinated. That's your discernment. That's your decision. And I want you to take it very seriously, your responsibility to have good discernment. You know, there are a lot of realities that we're faced with every single day. What we need to discern, or what is important to me, and I hope important to you, is what are the realities that are in the light? In other words, what's going to produce good fruits for myself, for you, and for the world? And how do I tell that ahead of time? Here we are again at the Kabbalistic questions, because it's really about learning to ask the right questions. Who am I? What am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? What is my purpose in life? And it's also about taking the time and the effort and the due diligence to explore decisions that are going to be best for us, for those we love, and for the world. There is a part in the Tree of Life in the Universal Hermetic Kabbalah that we look at what our foundation is. And I'm going to talk about this more in a future video. But the vice of that section is idleness. And I have a lot of people right now that are like, you know, they're spinning their wheels and they feel like they're not getting any place. And so it's important to have a foundation that is going to support discernment. There are going to be a lot of things coming up in the near future that you're going to need discernment about. And so I ask you to start practicing steps of discernment, things that are going to bring you to a place of being able to make decisions that are good for you, that are good for the people you love, that are good for the world. Let's look at making a decision that's more day-to-day. Let's simplify. So number one, clarify the question. What exactly is the issue that you're talking about? Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's your diet or exercise. What exactly is the issue? Is it about exercise or is it about maintaining your health? And what is the best thing to do for that? Number 2, what would someone you admire or as a spiritual role model do? You know, there's this saying, WWJD, what would Jesus do? Well, WWFP, what would Father Proust do? He's one of my role models. Then number 3, what are the pros and cons? Okay, have we looked at this realistically, or are we just coming from a reactive place? Because we want to be responsible, not reactive. Then we ask ourselves, how does this particular decision, both sides, support my divinity, my existence as a divine being on this earth? And number 5, how will it serve those around us? And then number 6, when I think of making this decision, do I experience love, peace, and joy? Because if not, it's always wise to wait. And I've had people say, well, I can't wait. I have to make this decision by tomorrow. And oftentimes when we explore it, it doesn't need to be made tomorrow. And if we're being pressured to make a decision that's going to be impactful in our life, then we need to somehow bring about a space until we are filled with love, peace, and joy when we think about this decision. So, discernment. There's the big discernment, which is deciding good from evil. That's a capital D, discernment. And then there's a small d, discernment. What is the best option for me right now to produce love, peace, and joy, not only in my life, but in other people's lives? I do want to say one more thing about that. I have so much to say. While we may experience love, peace, and joy, we may experience some other things too. We may experience loss or grief if this decision requires that we let go of something or someone. That's okay. That's okay. What's the bigger energy? Honor the loss and the grief, for sure. But what's the bigger energy? Because energy is everything. And everything is energy. So, I leave you with this little piece of wisdom that I've gained over the ages. Because I love you.